What's going on, everyone? The Eerie Lord's back. Yeah, I haven't been on the channel in a very long time. Just busier with life, and I felt like this was a good opportunity to also just say right off the bat that once these final episodes for The Walking Dead do conclude this fall, that I will be officially closing up this channel. It's been a hell of a ride, super fun, doing video game content in my younger years in high school and college, and then covering The Walking Dead college, and then beyond that, post-college years. But, a lot of stuff in my life has changed over the past couple of years, and, I'm just on to bigger and better things. I will still be covering all of the episodes this fall, and even maybe doing some prediction videos. I know I haven't done as many of those and really haven't been covering The Walking Dead content as much as, my buddy Jeff, The Walking Dead World. Might even collaborate with him on a video for this. I think it would be cool to do a post-trailer video. But I want to do a reaction. When was the last time we did a reaction for The Walking Dead? Who freaking knows? So I'm going to do a reaction for the trailer. Haven't watched it at all. I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to do like the super slow speed so that we can get all of the little nuanced details. And we'll go from there. All right, let's take it. Let's take a look.
This isn't going to be easy.
Is it ever?
Showing everything. Yeah, because this is it, man. Negan. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty damn incredible in 11 years what they were able to accomplish. A lot of commitment, man. Have all led to this. I don't know what we're leading up to.
Thank you for coming. I hoped you would. I have a lot to say.
We need to find Hornsby before it gets to anybody.
You're running out of time.
You wanna die quick? You wanna die screaming?
But this isn't going to be easy.
Is it ever?
You go after the Meltons, they'll crush you.
No matter how bleak things look, this is not the end.
None of us are safe as long as she's still breathing.
Joel!
Do you know who I am?
Oh, damn. This is gonna get good, man.
This world is broken.
This isn't the future my mom and dad fought for.
I wish things were how you want them to be. But I have to keep you safe.
The hell is gonna rain down on you.
What is that Rick Grimes gun?
Fall back! Fall back!
People remember the last thing that you do. The end of each story is very important.
So dramatic. Oh my god, no. Are they dead? Daryl and... What the fuck?
How do you want yours to end?
If Rick's not in this trailer, I'm gonna...
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.
That's what we're leading up to. Oh man, so okay, finally, what was addressed in World Beyond with the fast walkers and the smart walkers is actually seeing some okay, so there is going to be some tie-in to that in The Walking Dead, but again, with only 8 episodes, I've said this in previous discussion vlogs and review videos, but I just don't think they have enough meat to get through. It's almost like you've got a buffet for 70 people and 140 show up. You've got double the amount of people that are coming to the buffet, and you have to figure out a way to feed all of them. Like, I don't see how they can do it. I really don't see how in 8 episodes they can wrap this up. Like, it feels like the Commonwealth is still a new thing. Like, the entirety of season 11 has dealt with them, but when it was just Eugene's group there, it felt slow because we were still fucking dealing with the whole Reaper shit. And then the second half, it picked up because the Reapers were gone, and then it was just the Commonwealth. But then things just rapidly spun out of control, obviously, with the whole situation, with mainly Hornsby. Like, he's been the main villain. Like, it hasn't really been Pamela Milton. Like, it's mainly been Hornsby. And then we have, obviously, the overarching stuff with the CRM and Rick, which I really don't know if they're going to incorporate into this. Popular theories, I've seen, and the ones that I've floated, was that the CRM has some deal with the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth is trading people, that some of the missing people are a result of these trades. There's mentions in the final episode 16 of the most recent episode about people that have gone missing and vanished, and it could just be stuff that Sebastian or the Miltons are doing, but there's also been theories that maybe these are people that are, the A and B thing that Jadis did at the junkyard, that those are being traded for the similar thing. So I don't know. I don't know how they can really pull this off in 8 episodes. As long as it's not as disastrous as Game of Thrones. Because, you do have Isle of the Dead, which is the Negan-Maggie series. So, for some cast members, this isn't it. Because I was seeing on Twitter that some of them were emotional, and this is it, this is the end. Yes, for the main show, but the universe is still continuing. And I guess that's the frustrating thing, is like the universe is continuing beyond the main show. So how do we really feel like this isn't like truly an ending? It's just like one part of an ending. So let's go back to... So that was the end of the trailer. Let's go back to the beginning and play it on 0.5 speed. I'm going to mute it so the volume doesn't sound really annoying and stupid and weird. Alright, so we had the scene of Rosita climbing up with all those walkers. I don't know who this is. It looks like there's a Commonwealth soldier who has Negan at gunpoint. But again, how do we really think Negan is... Like, he's gonna live because he's in the series that's in Manhattan with this character. So I think that's one thing. Like, we know off the bat that 3 of our main characters are going to survive. Daryl, because he's in the Daryl spinoff show. Maggie and Negan, because they're in Isle of the Dead, the Negan and Maggie spinoff. Who else? Well, originally Carol. Carol was supposed to be in the Daryl show, but then she backed out, so I don't know if her fate is different. But there's a lot of like main characters that like we can presume they're going to live because they're in these follow-up shows. So I don't know. It takes away a little the suspense. I have this image alongside my layout here on XSplit. Daryl looking at Rick Grimes' gun. I don't know if this really means that... This could be a teaser that Rick is going to return. I have heard that Rick is at San Diego Comic-Con. I will make a separate video if there's any news on the Walking Dead movies, with like any Rick news with his own show or his own movie. I'll make that separate. But there, from the trailer we just watched, there is no reference of... there's no mention of Rick. There's allusions to him with the gun. And it says, October 2nd's when this comes back, actually. I didn't even realize that. So, alright, we can skip this because this is all... Up until 33 seconds, these are all, like, flashback scenes. These are all... This is, like, the progression of the show. From the very first moment Rick walks out of the hospital, you know, you got Herschel, there's Rick on the bridge, there's Judith, the whole Whisper thing. 11 seasons have all led to this. Yes. And then, I don't know what the heck this scene's about. You got Hornsby. It almost looks like he's in jail right now. Like, he might have been shot in the arm, and it looks like his hands are kind of like binded behind his back. I'm not too certain what's going on there. But he's got like a menacing Joker vibe, because now he's got like part of his face that's scarred when he got shot. Very convenient shot by Daryl. They're walking through the sewers. So the concern is that they need to get and kill Hornsby before Hornsby can reveal the showdown that occurred in the Alexandrian stuff. Because everything that Hornsby has done, Pamela doesn't know about it. Taking over all of the communities, Alexandria, Oceanside, and Hilltop. She doesn't know about that. He just did that because he was he was pissed off. He wanted control. He suspected they were lying about the situation with the Marauders that went batshit insane. So it's a matter of who gets to whom first. We did see this in the first preview trailer, so, you know, we've got our group huddled around the fire, Gabriel, Carol, Maggie, Rosita. So they must be somewhere close to the Commonwealth, because I'm pretty sure Carol was at the Commonwealth the last episode, so they do meet up. We've seen this creepy shot of Hornsby flipping his, like, lucky coin, but he's now completely bloodied, so I don't really know what happens to get to that point. This is the subjugation, so this is kind of like Imperial rule. We saw the banners take over the communities in the last episode. So we have the soldiers corralling. We saw at the end they were corralling the Oceanside people, so now this is corralling the Alexandrian people. I mean, they got a lot of soldiers. I mean, you know, it's not really reflected in too many of the episodes thus far, you know, because our survivors have either been on their side or have dealt with small-scale versions of them. But, I mean, they're a very large community, so they do have a pretty large standing army. This is beyond anything that Negan and the Saviors had. Even with Negan's kind of, you know, he had the hundreds of men throughout the outpost. This is far beyond that. They are a far more formidable group. Looks like we've got Lydia, because I see her carrying Henry's staff, and I think that's Connie. They're on some type of building with a whole bunch of walkers. I didn't notice this. I did not notice this scene right here. I don't know if this is in the Commonwealth. I mean, you've got these buildings that look a little nicer, and you've got Hornsby holding a gun. And there seems to be I don't know who that is, though. That's, like, not in focus. I don't know who that is. It looks like a Commonwealth soldier or someone who killed a Commonwealth soldier, and there's Hornsby walking over. Aerial shot of some soldiers rounding up some people. So there's just more roundup scenes here. So, because, you know, now they're doing double roundup duty. You know, there's the rebellion going on at the Commonwealth, and then there's the Imperial rule that's being subjugated in our original community. So we've got two versions of this happening here. And since when did they have motorcycles? That's pretty cool. I don't know if these belonged to Carol and Daryl, but and they just captured them, but like these little like Commonwealth like white motorcycles are pretty damn cool. These were not in the comics. These are a pretty cool addition. If these do indeed belong to the Commonwealth, that is a pretty damn cool addition. Daryl and Carol. Daryl's got the crossbow again. That's pretty cool. He was using the Commonwealth like single fire rifle for the longest time. So that's pretty cool to see. They were driving the Jeep. We have a mega horde of walkers going towards the Commonwealth, and like that's pretty clearly the Commonwealth right there with the big. We have not seen it from the outside yet, so this is like what it looks like from the outside, like the wall snaking around here, and then you've got like the buildings over there in the distance. That's pretty cool. So that's actually our first like long distance shot of it from the outside. You've got the protests going on, and you've got Hornsby over there. They're all running. Why does he look like happy, Judith? And you got Eugene's going to get captured. There's another scene of him in prison. Looks like they're in prison. So some of these members are rounded up. So Max is imprisoned. Ezekiel's imprisoned. It looks like Rosita is. And Rosita's a soldier, so that's probably not going to go over well. Judith. I'm trying to see here. Oh, that's the same scene we had from before, where there's the fake Stephanie. I think they're at Alexandria here. This scene of, well, this is a funny shot of Negan, just like Negan winking right here. But I'm pretty sure they're at Alexandria right now, because you've got the solar panel in the background. Unless this is like another place in the Commonwealth. It's a pretty interesting shot. Someone get like shot out here? Look, she's got blood all over her cheek right here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, there's a shootout scene going on here. Oh boy. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, look at this. Okay, wow, this is an interesting shot. Again, so much of this was just going by when I was watching the trailer. Alright, so someone's clearly dead right here with a rifle. This guy's jumping behind a table. This guy's running. This guy's jumping behind a table. Are these the Commonwealth soldiers that are wearing the black camouflage that are standing along the balcony here? Because look, they're just like firing into the crowd. Let me see here. So wait a second. So yeah, they're shooting at these people. Daryl, I don't know who this is. Daryl stabs this dude in the head. And then they do capture Hornsby. I'm surprised they would show this scene. So Daryl has Hornsby at knife point, but he doesn't look too upset by this because he's fucking got his little like giddy smile on right now. So yeah, there's some things that are interesting here. That's a really cool shot of Negan bludgeoning someone to death. He's still leveraging the Whisperer mask, which is pretty cool to see that still happening. This shot was so cool. Okay, so the car, this guy is sitting up like in like a gunner seat in this car. This car takes him out. This dude goes fucking flying. That scene, that's gonna be a pretty damn cool action scene. I hope they went all out. I mean, you're at the end here. I mean, you might as fucking well. And then there's a lot of Walker stuff here. Daryl like skids under a branch with his bike and takes out this Commonwealth soldier. I just like some of the action because some of these scenes like didn't happen. There was rebellion stuff that happened in the comics, but I just, again, like now that you got the show, like you can get so much better expansion. That's their Scar rifle, the standard issue rifle the Commonwealth has that Carol was shooting. I think this is a Commonwealth bike. I can see the logo that's on the bike right there now that I'm seeing it. I didn't know they had motorcycles. I also don't know who this dead person is that Maggie is standing over. Let's see. In the sewers, nothing too big there. I don't know if this is going to be the same type of thing where in order to defeat an enemy with massive amounts of human soldiers, you use walkers. Like, how did they surround the sanctuary when they were facing Negan? They brought a giant horde of walkers and surrounded the sanctuary and trapped them inside and then picked off the outposts. That was their strategy to win against. They were like, we don't have the numbers, but if we trap the main enemy at their base and then pick off the outposts, that was the strategy for the Saviors. And so they needed walkers for it. So now, you know, it looks like Aaron and some others have the walker guts. So are they doing the same thing where they're going to bring the walkers to the gates of the Commonwealth to overwhelm their enemy? But like at the same time, you don't want to destroy all this shit, you know? This scene is interesting. Maggie hugging Herschel, but look at this. You have some Commonwealth soldiers without their masks. Looks like they're like on their knees. Like, have they been captured? It looks like they retake Alexandria in this scene. Look at this. You got the Commonwealth soldiers. Like, I know it's blurry, but they don't have their masks on. You can clearly see the triple lines for the insignia of their uniform. Someone ripped off the face of a walker. That's very pleasant. We have this shot of Daryl looking at Rick's hand cannon yet again. So I don't know if they're trying to just ball bust us or if they're actually teasing the return of Rick Grimes. He was not in this trailer. I don't think they would reveal something that big in this trailer. But, you know, I'll save this for the end. Because there's a trend with the trailers, and that's going to give us insight into the future. So this nighttime shot was shown a couple times where Maggie gets captured, but then they're also like fighting these walkers. This is disgusting. This guy is just getting ripped apart here, and Mercer is like holding on to the fucking soldier. I don't know what the shit's going on there. You got Ezekiel, Kelly, Magna. You got a force of soldiers. Look like it's Maggie as well. It looks like they break out. You got Daryl. Who is Daryl carrying? Is he carrying Judith? Did she get hit or shot or something? This almost looks like, kind of reminds me of Terminus, like the back alleys of Terminus. That might happen. I don't think they can kill Judith. I mean, she's the future. I mean, that would be pretty ballsy to fucking kill off Judith. But she was laying limp in Daryl's arms in that last shot, so... I don't know. I also don't know. I think this is Rosita who's jumping across this fucking giant thing of walkers. Who the hell just made out with who right there? Who was that? Oh, is this Princess and Mercer? Yeah, we saw that relationship the past couple episodes. That's Eugene bludgeoning a Commonwealth soldier. Alright, everyone's getting in on the action. Bloody knife being handled by Gabriel. We got... Who the hell was that? Elijah, the guy with the mask. I don't recognize him as much now that he doesn't have the fucking mask on. It's nice that Lydia is involved. Again, they just sidelined her completely in the comics. She and Negan had no part in the Commonwealth arc in the comics, and you know, I think they realize you can't have main characters not be involved in your biggest conflict. So they're all involved in it, which I'm happy about. So, you got Max and Mercer hugging. This shot, I don't really understand this shot right here. There's no blood, but like they're clearly laying on the ground in a very strange state. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, they're going by quickly here. It's just a lot of faces of people. Lydia, Connie, Kelly. It's too like superimposed to really tell what's going on. They've put Rosita in a lot of harrowing situations in this trailer. And then we got this again where he's got his hands up. We got this again. What I think the first couple of seconds was a promo, and then Daryl is definitely carrying Judith. Something definitely fucking happened. So they're definitely going to tug at our heartstrings, making us think that something has happened to her. And then we've got The Walking Dead. And then Aaron, I don't know who the fuck Aaron's talking to, but then we get this mention. What is this? This I don't understand. Like this looks like some sort of like Austrian castle or something. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Also, this is in another language. If you look at the banner that's by the doors right here, that is definitely in a different language. So I don't know if we're still in the Commonwealth in America or if we're somewhere completely different. Maybe this is just like a different area of the Commonwealth, but I've never seen this before. And now we've got walkers climbing walls and turning doorknobs, which is very intriguing. So now, the observation I was going to make is that all these trailers, the final scene of the trailer usually teases like the next thing we're going to get in the Walking Dead universe. So for example, the season 6 trailer had the whole like mega horde stuff with the wolves, but then at the end of the trailer there was a bonus scene where you have Dwight, which teased the whole Savior Negan arc. Okay? At the end of the season 7 trailer, we had Tara, if you remember her, running away from some women, and that teased the ocean side. Season 8 had the scene of Rick waking up in his bed, which teased, well, at this point, yeah, that teased Carl's death, and it also pretty much kind of teased the fact that Rick was leaving the show, kind of. The season 9 trailer, that final scene had the Whisperers. Originally, the trailer, like, you could barely hear what they were saying, but then they, like, took the trailer down, put it back up, jacked up the audio, and then people could hear that there were walkers that were talking. And I don't think they needed to tease the Commonwealth at the end of season 10. I don't think they did. But like, you're seeing a pattern here with the trailers. Like, you have like the main meat of what that's going to be, but then there's like a teaser to like what's to come next. And I think I don't know where they're going to address this, whether it's a new show, whether it's Isle of the Dead, the Rick Grimes movies, probably the Rick Grimes movies. They're going to address these walkers that can like open doors, jump over fences, or whatever the fuck they can do. Superpower walkers. I Am Legend walkers. It's gonna be, this is the future basically. They're saying like, hey, like this is gonna be now, again, you have 8 episodes. How do you address a civil war with the Commonwealth, dealing with that, and then dealing with these super walkers, and then potentially dealing with Rick? If Rick's even in this. I don't know if he's going to be. You can't really wrap up the show without him. I think it would be incredibly stupid. The only way I can see them doing this is if these episodes are like longer, if like you've got like an hour and a half, 2-hour episodes, like kind of like Stranger Things most recent season 4 did that. Like some of the episodes are super freaking long. So I don't know. I mean, they've only got 8 more, so why not make them as long as possible? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long we're going to deal with this, how far we're going to go into this whole, like, mutated walker fucking shit, and, like, you know, are we going to understand how it happened, why it happened? Are they just evolving? Is this an experimentation? Is this the CRM? Like, what the frick is this? Like, you know, I want answers, and I just don't know if we're going to get them in 8 episodes. I've trusted Angela Kang's judgment so far. The Whisperer and Commonwealth arcs have been exponentially better than they were in the comics because of her input. So I have to trust her to some degree here. So, but anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the trailer. This is really the last one of these I'm doing. Last trailer reaction. The last one for The Walking Dead, and the last one for this channel, which is pretty damn crazy. I appreciate you guys watching. It's been, again, a while since I've made any fucking vlogs like this, but it's cool to do it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Let me know if you have any comments on the trailer, and I'll try to make some more prediction content, because, you know, we won't get these episodes till October 2nd, so I don't want to go another couple of months without any content. So I'll try to get something for you guys. So, again, appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you later. Peace out.